Hey guys, on today's coverage with Crowley, we're talking about landlord's insurance. We're going to break down exactly what type of insurance policy you need and how it really goes into play and how it's calculated when you have rental property, investment property, whether it's in your personal name or in a business name. Hey guys, I'm Mike Crowley, owner at the Crowley Insurance Agency. A landlord's insurance policy is broken down very similar to a homeowner's policy with a few minor changes. A couple of the different changes, and we talked about that in a recent video that we will put linked on this screen, have to do with the fact that you get loss of rents coverage. The liability protection is different because what's at risk is different. And also your contents coverage is not an automatic number like it is on a homeowner's policy. You can kind of pick that limit since your contents probably aren't there. And the only stuff that you may own might be appliances or things that you left in the house. The keys to a landlord's policy is they could be written on a couple different forms, policy forms, and depending on the insurance company and where you go to get this insurance, it could vary on what is actually going to be covered. There's three types of property forms you need to look at, and they're basic, they're broad, and they're special. A special form is what your homeowner's is written on. It is the all-risk coverage that is the best coverage that you can buy, and depending on your specific rental property, it may or may not be available to you. The other two that you normally see are the basic and the broad forms. Now, a basic form is really going to be a basic fire policy. It's going to cover fire and wind and lightning. Outside of that, you're not going to have a lot of coverage, where the broad form is a more comprehensive package and a little bit better and a lot better than a basic form, and just missing a few coverages compared to the special form. It's important to know which form you have because that's how you know what's going to actually be covered. Something like vehicle damage, where a car might drive into your vehicle, isn't included on that basic form, but it is on a broad. A frozen pipe might not be included on the basic form either, where it is on a broad. These are just a couple examples to show you how significant differences can vary on coverage-wise depending on the form you have. The other things to look into when it comes to how a landlord's policy is rated have to do with, is it rated at a replacement cost value or an actual cash value basis? We talk about what the difference of those two in another video, and we'll link that here as well on the screen to show you exactly what you're going to get paid out in the event you have a claim. Replacement costs is how it sounds. You're going to get the replacement cost minus your deductible to repair or replace the damaged part of your house, your property, or an actual cash value is going to take depreciation. It might even penalize you carrying less coverage. These are all things that property investors tend not to look too closely at when evaluating the insurance for their investment properties. Make sure that if you are a property investor, you own rental property, you're a landlord, make sure you're reviewing your portfolio with a trusted insurance advisor. Make sure that they are explaining the coverage differences, what's available on certain properties, what's available to you, and breaking down the coverages and the premiums associated with it. Don't get stuck with just a cheap insurance policy so that when something happens, you're caught surprised that there's no coverage. If you'd like a review on your portfolio, click the link in the description below to follow the next steps. Our team would gladly sit down, go over each of one of your properties, and let you know what's available to you. Hopefully you found this video to be helpful. If so, give us a thumbs up and click that like button below. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again soon.